Hi there. We're live from Venice Beach, California, the veritable edge of Western civilization. What a magnificent day. Got some really great, magnificent news. Can I use the word magnificent again? I think so. Today is March 18th, 2015. This is show number 162. It's a little chillier today, but luckily there's no wind or anything. And wearing my new top. So, you want to know what the good news is? I'm a little late doing the show today because right before I was supposed to go on air around 5 o'clock, it's 6:16 right now, there was a French crew here that wanted to, this woman named Lilou something. Lilou, oops. Lilou, something like that. I don't know. She's got a YouTube channel, and they wanted to do an interview, so for her show. So we did that, and then she's. Then I was telling her about tomorrow. So I'll tell you about tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow? If you haven't found out so far, and you just happen to see this, tomorrow is the 19th. All the ley lines are going to be in harmony. Resonating in harmony from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. They spend 7 hours moving in one direction, and then they move back over the next 7 hours. This is the optimum time to practice your manifestation meditation. And the way that you do that is you drop into deep, pure gratitude to the point of feeling goosebumps. You're so grateful. And then you envision that what you seek to manifest. You envision it having already occurred to the point where you're able to see the positive effect that it's had not only on your life, but every life that your life touches. And then you drop back into gratitude again. And at that time, you're most likely going to see specific people. You're going to see specific people in your life, and you just send them out light and yumminess and everything from that place. And that's it. So you can do that at where any two ley lines cross, or your favorite power spot or whatever. Most likely there are ley lines that cross at your favorite power spot. So, hello. Did you want to copy the Instagram thing? Yeah.
How much are these?
These are 3 for $20, 2 for $15, 1 for $10 without the frame, and then in the frame they're $20. And I hand paint all the frames myself, and they're real glass. These are $15 and $35 with the frame. You're entirely welcome. So, Friday is the equinox. It's the supermoon, and there's a total solar eclipse I think in England. We don't know. I don't know when the last time those three things coincided, but I know it's as far as the supermoon. Supermoon means that the moon is closest to the Earth during its full moon phase, and so it's going to appear bigger. It's a considerable distance bigger. And I think there's 6 supermoons this year. You won't be able to see the supermoon unless you're watching the eclipse, of course, because it's a new moon. And but this will be the 3rd one this year, and there's 3 more starting in September. September, October, and November, I think. And those will be full moons, so you'll be able to see it then. What's the other? Oh yeah. So a week from now, where are we? Where are we? This is the 18th. Yeah, a week from today, I think it is. The 25th will be the anniversary of my friend Kelly Lee Phipps's passing. And as you may know, before he died, he asked me to re-edit his 2008 astrology documentary, Return of the Magi, and to call it the Return of the Magi Remix. So I've spent the past year and a half of my life doing that. And so the good news is it's going to be released on Friday. Yay! Happy DaViD'z. Happy DaViD'z. That's right. Happy DaViD'z. So I'm most likely going to release the post the 5-minute preview tonight, and it'll be available for you tomorrow to watch. And then the movie will be made available online for free. It'll be on YouTube and on the Wisdom of the Magi website. And yeah, so and I want a little shout out and thanks to everybody that's helped make this a reality and the fulfillment of this wish of Kelly's. And man, what a load off. If you were watching the show 6 months ago, this is that amazing thing I was talking about that was in the works, and finally getting it to the place where we had permission to release it. And yeah, it's big. So he asked me to release it for as a fundraiser for his son Arion for his college and life fund. And Arion started school at one of the Colorado universities. I think it's in it's escaping me. It's just north of Boulder. It's not Estes Park. Maybe it is Estes Park. Not sure. But anyway, he's studying engineering there, and he started there in September. So the idea was to release the movie as a fundraiser for his son. So if you feel so inclined, you're encouraged to PayPal him monies through his email account, which is arionbrazenwood at gmail.com. That's Arion. That's ARIAN, Brazenwood, just like it sounds. BRAZENWOOD at gmail.com. Spelling, as you can tell, was never one of my strong suits, nor do I claim it to be anything other than what it is. So what's the other thing? Yeah, so send Arion some money for his college and life fund. Thank you very much. So what else is happening with that? Oh yeah, so the idea of releasing it now, the equinox happens to, just by coincidence, happens to be International Astrology Day. Or, Kelly's friend Moses, so when I was talking to him the other day, he told me this. I was like, that's amazing, because we wanted to release the movie then anyway, you know. It's like, it's International Astrology Day. What better day to release an astrology documentary, you know? So you might wonder, what's in this astrology documentary, David? Well, I'll tell you. What's in this astrology documentary is interviews with, let's see, about 38 astrologers. You know, some of them are pretty famous and some of them are emerging astrologers. But you get a pretty good sense of what astrology is by watching this. And the reason why he asked me to re-edit it was because he had originally attempted to do a What the Bleep Do We Know version of it, and a version of a take on astrology as a general introduction to astrology for somebody that doesn't know anything about it, right? So what he did was he wrote a screenplay of these dramatic elements, you know, and he filmed that, and it was probably about a half hour of the movie was that, and then he interviewed these 40 different astrologers at astrology conferences for about over a 2-year period leading up to the release in 2008. And unfortunately, the dramatic parts of the movie really didn't work very well, and the movie was a bit too long because of it. And so when he showed it to me before the premiere, the first premiere in 2008, I told him, you know, if you take out all that dramatic stuff and just focus on the interviews, you got a great movie there, you know. So we talked about it over the years, and you know, it kept getting backburned, and then the day that he was diagnosed with this brain tumors, they were planning to operate on him the next day, and a mutual friend called me to tell me that he was in the hospital, and so I called him up, and the second thing I asked him was, so what's happening with the movie? And he asked me to re-edit it, you know. And luckily, he came through that operation himself, mostly. And after 3 weeks of chemo and whatnot, they said that they basically gave him 6 months to live, you know, and said that the chemo wasn't working, wasn't going to work. And so I went to see him and spent the day with him, and we went over the project and everything. And you know, this movie was originally meant to be just an introduction to a sequel that he had shot 40 hours of material for. And I don't know if the sequel will ever get made, because I don't know if I'll ever have access to that material. But the idea at the time was, like I said, to release the remix version of his 2008 documentary as a fundraiser for his son, and as an introduction to the sequel. And the sequel was only supposed to be an introduction to a website that would have the full interviews on it. And so, and that was supposed to be, you know, a fundraiser for his son as well. So anyway, I got an email this morning saying that we were good to go, and I've been, you know, chomping at the bit to tell the world about it, but I haven't told anybody but the stakeholders in the film. And so this has been a back and forth conversation with about 45 people since the new year, and talk about I have stories to tell, man. Let me tell you. Talk about, it's like the whole concept of herding cats. You know, it's definitely been a situation like that. But you know, it's like being a director. I fully get the director thing. It's one thing when I'm directing a movie and I'm the only person in it, you know, and I'm the only person doing the editing and everything like that. It's another thing when you're doing somebody else's thing and you got 40, 45 people to like interact with and coordinate and whatnot. Whew, man, not for the faint of heart. Let me just put it to you that way. That's right. That's right. Crazy stuff. Anyway, so if you sense a sense of relief and whatnot, it's for good reason. That's where I'm at. Anyway, this is the painting that we did yesterday. We got 66%. Well, there we go. And I can tell you that this camera does not do this any kind of justice. It is very, 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 hello, good to see you. It's very, very vibrant. It's all fluorescent paints in the background there. And yeah, crazy. I think we're going to cut this show a little short. And I just wanted to get the word out. It's running a little late, and I'm going to need to pack it up. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to paint anything today. I don't want to start anything. But the good news is, I did get some. I did get some a roll of canvas today, so got plenty of canvas for tomorrow. Hopefully, where are we? This is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow's Jupiter Day, a day of expansion and opportunity, and boy, is it! Opportunity to expand, people. So I'm going to practice my little manifestation meditation tomorrow around noon, I think. And just as the energy is starting to move back in the other direction. So very exciting, very exciting. What else? Is there anything else? Oh, yeah. Okay. So the reason why we're releasing the movie on Friday is so that to give people a chance to possibly organize viewing parties for Kelly's anniversary next week on the 25th. So if you know of anybody else that wants to watch the movie, or you want to download the movie or get it up on YouTube there, and get a couple of friends together and watch it, that'd be really great. That would be wonderful. Yeah. So this interview that I just did with this woman, Lilu, I love that name, Lilu. It sounds like the sound that the police sirens make in Europe, you know. So after we did the interview, which won't air on her YouTube channel for another month and a half or so, but I was telling her, because they're flying back to France tomorrow, I was telling her about this the manifestation meditation thing before she walked away. You know, I wanted to let her know about tomorrow, you know. And so she said, well, that's a great piece of information. Why don't we just shoot that on the iPhone, and I'll upload it to my 100,000 subscribers. It's like, what? But we shot the thing and everything like that, and then it's like 100,000 people. This is, yeah, you know, Twitter and all that kind of stuff. I got like 100,000 people watching this. It's like 100,000 people. So yeah, the message is going out, and tomorrow is the day. So I mean, today's the day, but you know what I'm saying. You can just take a picture of it, brother, if you want. All right, cool. I'll tell you, this little sign that says about the thank you. Instagram, a little sign that says, you know, follow me on Instagram. And I'm telling you, hey, there's working right there. And you know, Snapchat, this moved into this building up here. $15 billion valuation as of yesterday. $15 billion. They were in this building down the way, the Blue House building. I think it was like 15 months ago, and the until the week that Facebook tried to buy them for $3.2 billion. That was like a little over a year ago, and now they're valued at $15 billion. Insane, 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 insane. What does $15 billion look like? I don't know. Anyway, they're taking up the whole top floor of this. They got security guards and all this nonsense. You know, people and their money. People and our money. Us people and our concept of money. Crazy stuff. What else is happening? I'm so excited about all these things. And I think it's really, the excitement in part comes from the absence of some of the density that has been shrouding this project for so long, and not being able to talk about it openly. And some of it is also being able to move on, you know. And like last night, I finally, at the end of the night, after dealing with some of this stuff, I was able to write some for my book, you know, the sequel to this project, you know, Emergence Beyond, that I've been working on. And it felt wonderful. It felt wonderful, you know. And so I went to bed with a really great, you know, in my own headspace with the work. And then I woke up and there was a couple emails that kind of cleared the path. Essentially, one from Kelly's mom, and one from one of the other astrologers that was in Kelly's original movie, and you know, giving permission for the project to go forward with the release date and everything. And man. So I got the email before I got out of bed. I almost didn't even open it up because I was like, I don't know, am I going to open up this? Should I just go about my day before I open this up? You know, and I went on ahead. I read it. I started to percolate. I got up, got dressed, went about my day. Something said, just hold on, just hold off. Don't say anything. Don't respond, you know. And I think I went and I stood on my head. After I set up, I went over here and stood on my head, did my meditation and everything like that. And then in my meditation, I started to formulate what I would want to say in the email in response, and clarifying everything. And then I came back here and found myself typing it away on my little phone and sent it out. So anyway, yeah, it's getting little chits. Everybody's backing up. So gonna let it go for now. Yeah. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get some painting done. For Thursday, Jupiter Day, day of expansion and opportunity, faith and philosophy of life. Cool. Thanks for listening. David's therapy session. Cool. Remember, we love you.